Test, test, test.
We can check in if you're ready.
Good morning, Miss Kitty. Oh, go ahead.
Kitty, I have Summers, who is going to be a waiver. Sean Summers. He's actually set for exam today, but we're going to waive that. He's zooming in now as we speak.
Okay, I got it.
I'm also on Keith Montgomery. I don't know how you guys want to play that one. That's set for 9:45 exam.
So you're supposed to be here at 9:45.
I'll be there at 9:45, and he won't, I'm sure. I don't know if you guys have him, but he's in MDOC. As far as I know, they didn't bring him.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if that's mine.
And you guys can tell me if you don't know, but I'll come in 9:45 to be in the building anyway. Montgomery. Keith.
Oh.
Okay, he might be on. If he's in MDOC.
Well. I've seen that.
Okay, hold on, Mr. I'm trying to see if this is the MDOC email I got.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's for somebody else. That's for February 17th. No. Okay. I don't know, Judge. You want to hear him? It's MDOC. Mr. Chairman.
He's not here.
It's not scheduled until 9:30. I mean 9:45.
No, probably on Zoom if he's going to be.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me see if they had to writ them out. Do you know if a writ was done, Mr. Moody?
For who now? Montgomery?
Yeah. It says in person or Zoom. You wrote in person or Zoom, Judge. So I guess it just depends on if they bring them or,
I'll call him.
yeah. Chamber?
You can, if you want to, you can do it, you can do it by Zoom. I don't think we have his body. So, if he calls in, then we'll be doing it by, at least his portion by Zoom. So if you want to be here, it's up to you, but if you want to do it by Zoom, that's all right too.
I'll do it by Zoom. We'll have to be in the court by 10:30 anyway, but I'll do this by Zoom, and then I'll maneuver it one kind of way.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Miss Kitty.
Good morning, Mr. Noakes.
I have a probable cause conference with Mr. Lamont Herod, who is in custody. I'll also be arguing for bond.
Lamont Herod, I don't have him on Giles' docket.
On that Gilbert case, over March 15th, because I'm gonna waive it, I just need more discovery.
You got a case number?
Hang on a second. Let me look up his case number.
March 15th? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I guess he was supposed to have been here last week. He tried, but they sent him away. This is attorney here? Okay. I don't have a file. Oh, okay, where's Mr. Noakes? All right, who's next checking in? Who's next checking in?
This is Patrick Nineheis for the exam at 1:30 today, which is Christian Johnson.
Is the exam?
Yeah. The prosecutor didn't writ out Mr. Johnson or one of the witnesses in time, so.
We don't need to pay off.
What time is it still?
1:30.
Something specifically you want to go on the record with.
Okay, you got co-defendants on that too?
Yeah, they were all supposed to sign on at 8:30.
Okay.
Are they on?
Good morning, Tammy.
I'm on as well.
This is Wyatt Harris.
co-counsel.
Good morning, Tammy. This is Wyatt Harris. Cliff Woodard stood in for me on Friday with
Quiet.
regards to
Mr. Harris.
CR1. And for some reason, I thought
Quiet.
Okay. Yeah. All right, who's next checking in?
I had Abdul Razak El Rayashi. He's in custody.
Okay. That's the waiver, right?
Yes.
Is that okay? You moved the date up?
I did.
Okay, let's hope that it works.
Miss Kitty, this is Mr. Noakes again. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong court, Miss Kitty.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Mark Magnuson on Jacqueline Brown.
I'm sorry, who you here checking in on?
Jacqueline Brown.
Jacqueline Brown. All right.
It's set for an exam at 9:45. I guess there's a dual exams at 9:45. I just want to make sure that I'm scheduled to be there.
Yes, you're scheduled to be here 9:45.
The Chinooka Brown isn't all of that case. That'll be Reg's case. Not this Brown.
Okay, the other Brown.
Yep.
Right, okay. All right, who's next checking in?
Good
Hi,
morning.
Kitty.
This
It's
is
Nancy
James
Richards.
Anderson, for
Sorry.
Delonte Nolan and Jerome Braggs. Delonte Nolan is up for PCC this morning. Mr. Braggs
Okay.
was to appeal on Friday, but he's here this morning. Missed his court date.
So he missed his Friday court date?
He missed his Friday court date. He was on the bus and
Do you have his case? Do you have the case number, Mr. Anderson?
case number for Braggs is the CTN is
I need
207.
the case. I can't do the CC.
Okay, case number is 20 059
Okay, if you're not in the hearing, you have to turn your device on mute. I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, go ahead.
Okay, it's 20 0599 2601.
Right, Jerome Braggs, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, I got you checked in. Who's next?
Kitty, this is Nancy Richards. I'm here on Jarrell Simmons. It's up at 10:30 for an exam. I plan to ask for an adjournment because I wrote the gun committee, but I haven't heard back yet. But if we can't adjourn, we're gonna waive.
Who's next? Checking in.
Kitty, this is Wyatt Harris. I have Jaquan Davis Seegers, who is on, is scheduled for a 10:30 exam also. I have not heard from the gun committee, so I'd like to adjourn.
What's the name, Mr. Harris?
Jaquan Davis Seegers, Segars.
Oh, that's at 10:15.
Yeah.
Who's next? Checking in.
Thank you.
What other attorney needs to check in?
Yeah, good morning, Madam Clerk. This is Prosecutor William Lawrence. I've got the Derek Smith, Terrence Pringle, Christian Johnson matter as the prosecutor.
Oh, Derek Smith. What's the other one?
The other one was Terrence Pringle and Christian Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. All right, I got you, Mr. Lawrence.
Thank you. And I see Mr. Nineheis is here and Mr. Basant is here.
I'm missing one more attorney. Should be three.
Right, Mr. Mahana. I'm sure he'll be on in a moment.
Okay. Judge, are you ready? Otis Sanders is here and his attorney is here. This is a warrant status. I guess this was an issue from last week.
From the week before.
Well, apparently he came in last week, but they sent him away. That's what
He was supposed to
Intel.
come in the next day, but he didn't. You can call it. We'll do it.
You want me to do that one first or? Calling case number 2059387, the people of the state of Michigan versus Otis Sanders. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is here on a warrant hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blaine. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Jersey, on behalf of Otis Sanders. This was a man that was sent for an exam.
It was set for a probable cause hearing, which we started to do on Zoom. But then your client got very mouthy. And I set it for the next day.
We did try coming in the next day, and it was.
Oh, you didn't try the next day, you tried the next week.
Well, I did, I called, was told not to come in because the court was being closed. It was, I called, I said I was gonna be late. Then I got a call from your court that said, court's closing at noon and not to come in. And I called the next day that I couldn't, and I tried coming in next Tuesday, following Tuesday, and that Tuesday it was closed. I was told to come in today. So we're here, Your Honor.
Anyone want to welcome Mr. Sanders?
Sir.
State your name, please.
Otis Sanders.
Anything you want to say today?
No, and it is my fault. I had the wrong address on my set,
That's not why you're here, counsel. You're here because the way your client acted on Zoom. That's why you're here. Otherwise, I would have just removed this case then and gave him a date. But because I said something about him wearing a t-shirt on Zoom, he didn't like that. And he decided to get disrespectful. So that's why I scheduled it for in person, because I was prepared to lock him up.
And I advise my clients to dress appropriately, and in fact, I showed him this morning with the coat tie on.
Very appropriately dressed. I appreciate that. What I didn't appreciate was his attitude and things he had to say. Mr. Sanders, no, I'll give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance to say whatever you want to say. All right?
Yes, sir.
Even when we're on Zoom, you're in my courtroom.
Yes.
And I don't do shirts, I don't do t-shirts, I don't do sweats in my courtroom, sir. It's a matter of respect.
Yes, sir.
You want me to respect you, correct?
Yes, sir.
I want the same thing. I want my respect. Thing is, if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it. If I have to take it, it ain't gonna work well for you, will it? Anything else you want to say?
I just want to apologize.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, court's gonna set aside the case if Irina states the original bond. We need to set this matter for you. Man. Is this a gun warrant case?
It may be, Your Honor. I haven't written the gun board, but it might not be a bad idea.
What you gonna do is, I do, but once I set the exam, it's set, I don't change it. I don't adjourn them, I don't do anything, but you know, kind of waive if you want to go that route.
That's better. I see it.
for exam on April 14th, 11:45.
That's in person, correct?
That's in person, yes, sir.
That's a Wednesday, right?
I beg your pardon?
That's a Wednesday, right?
Great.
Hold on.
Okay. Thank you.
It is one.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
45, right, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, General.
And once again, I do apologize.
Thank you. I
Have a good day.
appreciate it.
You have an attorney here on Santiago. Well, it's our client.
Thank
That's
you.
for 9 o'clock here. That's the only two we've had. What's that?
what about Lee? That's not yours.
Was it another one in this?
Let's not say you missed it. It's,
Oh, no. Stephen Lee, that's, another APA, Franson.
oh, okay,
FRANSON.
okay.
Good morning.
Ready,
I'm on the Zoom.
Ready on Sean Summers?
Ready.
Yes, here.
Calling case number 2059705, the
Yes.
people of the state of Michigan versus Sean Summers. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is from people.
Good morning, Judge Arnie Chambers on behalf of Mr. Summers, who appears via Zoom.
Mr. Summers, state your name for the record, please.
Mr. Summers?
Yes.
State your name for the record, please.
Sean Summers?
How come you're not here? I thought this is supposed to be in person.
You saw up as being
Well,
a person?
because Judge, it's going to be a waiver.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right. People have any objection to a waiver?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, Mr. Summers, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed, and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Does anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way, get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
Waive? I couldn't hardly hear you.
All right. Did anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Okay. Waive?
No, you're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Okay.
That's not okay. That's either you are or you aren't. Which one is it?
I'm on.
All right. Do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing all?
What you mean by that?
There's a waiver form. We need you to sign it. Do you have any objection to me signing your name and then putting my initials by it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Chambers, any objection to me signing your name to the waiver form?
No, go, feel free. No problem.
All right. Court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam matters bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be February 22nd, 21 at 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank
Okay.
you, Judge. Much appreciated. See y'all
All right,
later.
thank you. The bond continue.
Ready on Delonte Nolan?
Ready.
Calling case number 2155443, the people of the state of Michigan versus Delonte Nolan. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me, it's Prosecutor Brown.
Good morning, James Anderson, P3130. On behalf of Mr. Nolan. Mr. Nolan, state your name.
Delonte Nolan.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Anderson.
Your Honor, we'd like to have this matter set for preliminary examination.
One witness, Judge.
One witness.
All right, thank
Available April 5th at 9:45.
One moment. That's fine.
Mr. Anderson, did you get the discovery?
Discovery. Yes, I have it.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You can log off now, Mr. Nolan.
Okay.
Ready on Jerome Braggs?
Ready on Jerome Bragg.
Calling case number 2059926, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jerome Braggs. First name Jerome, last name Braggs. The defendant is charged with count 1, carjacking. This matter is here on a warrant hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Anderson appearing on behalf of Mr. Braggs. Your Honor, I understand that Mr. Braggs missed his court date on Friday. I'm sorry. Mr. Braggs, can you unmute yourself, please?
Say something.
Thank you. State your name, Mr. Braggs.
Jerome Braggs.
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Braggs was due here on Friday in court for his preliminary examination. Indicated to me that he took the bus and was just late. I was able to contact him and let him know, and he was advised to report early this morning, which he has. I'd ask that you set aside the capias and reset this matter for a preliminary examination, please.
People wish to be heard.
This is a carjacking matter, and at this point, I wanted just to emphasize that. I don't know what the circumstances as to why he was able to make his first court hearing date. I guess maybe I'd like to hear that and make sure that the bond is set at an appropriate amount or the no contact provision is in place.
There's no contact provision, the bond was 10,000, 10%.
Yeah, and I didn't quite hear that, but I can state that I know his son posted the bond. This is an identity issue. And I feel pretty confident about this. We definitely will have our exam and set this matter for trial.
Judge, my disadvantage, I'm not working with a file at this time, so.
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
I'm not working with a file at this time, so I don't have much information about the case. I still don't know why he wasn't able to be here on the day of the first hearing.
Yeah, he tried to catch the bus, he got down here late. It was a day when they wouldn't have let him in the courtroom anyway. All right. Court's gonna set aside the capias and reinstate the original bond. Mr. Braggs, you're gonna have to do what you gotta do to get here when you're supposed to be here, though. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Mr. Anderson, this was set for last Friday, right?
Yes, it was.
What time?
I think it was 10. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, 10 o'clock, I got it.
10 o'clock.
Martell Trotter.
Mr. Trotter, I believe I already checked you in, sir.
Okay.
Right. All right, April 13th at 10:45.
One moment. That's good. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
All right. You can get off now, Mr. Braggs.
Thank you.
Madam
Mr. Harris. Is Mr. Mahana on?
Madam, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, I just sent him a text message.
Okay.
Officer,
Yes, sir.
did we get the San Diego check-in?
Oh.
9 o'clock?
The attorney is here, but he hasn't showed up yet. Let me go outside and make sure he's not here. She said she talked to him.
Bring them in, let me know you call it.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, I see a,
Yes, Mr. Harris.
yeah, I see a Takia Harper on. I will handle that matter also for Cliff.
Oh, that's the PCC.
Yeah, it's a PCC.
You want me to call that while we wait? Or?
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, 9 o'clock now.
You mean Santiago?
Oh, Miss Jones is here, Sandy.
Yeah.
Oh, you never. Calling case number 2059706, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Santiago. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for an examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Russ.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Attorney Sharon Jones on behalf of Mr. Santiago, who is standing behind me. My PIN number is 57113.
Ready to proceed?
People are ready, Your Honor.
Your Honor, and I just informed the prosecutor my client will be waiving this form,
Okay.
so I apologize for causing a delay.
All right. Do you have any objection?
No, sir, thank you.
Let me find it. All right, Mr. Santiago, you understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam? You're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
that? You're waiving your right freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to talk to your attorney. And you signed the waiver of examination form, sir?
Yeah, I did, sir.
All right. Court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam. Matters filed over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be February 26, 21 at 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Ready on Harper? Calling case number 2059288, the people of the state of Michigan versus Takia Harper. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Mr. Harris?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Wyatt Harris, P54891. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, Cliff. We'd ask for an exam in this matter, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Harper is present. I saw him on the screen.
All right, Mr. Harper, can you state your name for the record, please?
Miss Harper.
Ms. Harper?
I'm sorry, Ms. Harper. I apologize.
It's okay. But it's Takia Harper.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay.
April 29th at 12:30.
That would be fine, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
It was 12:30.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, I would ask the prosecutor to send me the discovery.
It did go to Cliff Woodard's. Is he the attorney of record? You can send to Cliff Woodard's.
Okay, I mean, send it to Mr. Harris.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that. It went to Cliff Woodard's?
No, he's gonna send it to you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Harper?
Yes.
Pen handy? Ink pen handy?
You going in and out, sir?
Do you have an ink pen handy? I want to give you my telephone number.
Give me a pen. You got one?
Yeah.
Take your phone out. Take your phone out. And just put it in your phone.
I need something else. For some reason, it's negative.
I'm ready.
What I'll do, I'll put my name and number in the chat. Just watch the chat. I'll put my name and number in the chat. Watch the chat.
Okay.
What are we doing on, are you ready on Davis, Seegers, Mr.
Yes.
Harris?
I'm cover lead.
Huh?
I'm cover lead.
Oh. Does it, you just do it, okay. Calling case number 2155601, the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephen Lee. Defendant number 1 is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 3, dangerous weapon, carrying with unlawful intent. Count 4, weapons, firearms, discharged in or at a building causing injury. Count 5, count 6, count 7, count 8, count not, strike count 9. Count 8, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 9, weapons, firearms, possession by felon. Habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Matthew Franson on behalf of the people, P84002.
Aaron?
Is this Jaquan Davis Seegers?
No, this is Stephen Xavier Lee.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was also Mr. Woodard's case.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Judge. I see him now. I couldn't find him. Wyatt Harris, P54891, on behalf of Mr. Lee, staying in for the attorney of record, Clifford Wooders.
How many witnesses?
One witness, Your Honor.
Regina, I'll call you back very shortly. I'll call you back. I'll call you, yeah.
What do you
I apologize. Is Mr. Lee on the screen or is he in lockup?
He is in custody.
He's in custody. I waive his presence for this matter, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. May 6th at 11:15.
Yeah, that would work, Your Honor. 11:15?
Yeah.
That's fine. Mr. Prosecutor, if you would forward me the discovery in this matter.
Yes, I will.
Mr. Harris, is David Seegers a waiver?
No, we're waiting on the gun board.
We got to even waive or he's holding.
Okay. That he would waive at this point. Your Honor, could you put me in a breakout room with Mr. Seeger so I can explain?
Sure.
It's David Seegers.
No, Zoom.
Oh, I see it now. David Seegers, okay.
They keep kicking me off live.
Mr. Seegers, could you remain still for a minute?
Yes.
All right, there you go. Mr. Seegers, go to the breakout room so you can talk to your attorney, please.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
How do you get to the breakout room?
Should say, there should be an invitation to take to the breakout room. And you'll go, just click onto it.
This is Nancy Richards. I'm being called to go to Taylor. I have 5 matters there. Is it possible to call Jarrell Simmons next?
Is yours a waiver?
I'm asking for an adjournment, but if the court is not inclined to adjourn, we will waive.
Calling case number 20-59716, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jarrell Simmons. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Nancy Richards, P68850, appearing on behalf of Mr. Simmons, who is present via Zoom.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jarrell Simmons.
Your Honor, today was scheduled for exam at 10:30. I've written the gun committee. I have not heard back yet. I do believe Mr. Simmons is a good candidate for the diversion program, so I am asking for an adjournment. I did discuss that with Mr. Moody as well. So I am hoping the court will grant us one adjournment.
Mr. Richards, I don't adjourn.
Your Honor, I understand that that's normally the court's policy, but I have already written the gun committee and their policy is no diversion after an exam. So
I understand that, Ms. Richards. I don't adjourn the exam.
very well, Your Honor, then my client will waive his preliminary examination. I did discuss with him his right to preliminary examination. He understands that right and he is willing to waive it at this time.
People have any objections? No, Your Honor, thank you. All right, Mr. Simmons, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No, sir.
You do so freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing all?
No, sir.
Mr. Richards, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing all?
No, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be February 22nd at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Mahanan?
Yes.
So do I have all three attorneys, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes, good morning, ma'am. All of us should be here.
Okay, I'm getting ready to call it. Calling case number 20-60705, the people of the state of Michigan versus Terrence Pringle Jr. Defendant number 1 is charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 3, assault with intent to murder. Count 4, weapons, felony, firearm. The people of the state of Michigan versus Christian Johnson, defendant number 2, is charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 3, assault with intent to murder. Count 4, weapons, felony, firearm. Also calling case number 20-60296, people of the state of Michigan versus Derek Smith Jr. Defendant is charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Count 2, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 3, assault with intent to murder. Count 4, weapons, felony, firearm. These matters are scheduled for examination.
Okay. Good morning, Judge. William Lawrence, P70481 for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nijad Mihana appearing on behalf of Mr. Terrence Pringle. I would respectfully request the court to waive his presence.
Court will waive his appearance with purpose of this hearing.
Good morning, Judge. Patrick Nineheist, P76343 on behalf of Mr. Christian Johnson. I ask you to waive his presence. He's still in the Saginaw County Jail.
All right, court will waive his appearance with purpose of this hearing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Kevin Bassant, P71061 on behalf of Mr. Derek Smith Jr. And I would ask that his presence be waived as well, Judge. He's in the Wayne County.
Oh, which one?
Client.
Downstairs.
I got him come up as well.
Well, we'll waive his appearance. He's here now. He's just downstairs.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, what's going on?
Judge, when we set this court date, this court signed 2 writs, one for defendant Christian Johnson and another for a witness named Cameron Taylor, who are in separate facilities, one in Saginaw and one in St. Clair County, both with federal holds. In the course of processing the writs to produce these two individuals, the U.S. Marshal Service informed me that with their COVID regulations at this time, they're not able to fulfill the writs by today's date, February 8th. In my back and forth, I was definitely led to believe that a couple weeks is sufficient. But that's where we're at. They told us that they could not get the bodies here in time for today. I relayed that message to the court and to defense counsels, and that's why we're here this morning.
All right.
Judge, I'm coming to you, Your Honor's courtroom this afternoon on another examination. So I would just update the writs here today and bring them to the court this afternoon to sign, and then send it to the appropriate U.S. Marshal people.
Okay. They said they're gonna need at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks, like the 22nd. Or the week of the 22nd.
February 25th. At o'clock.
I'm sorry, at what time?
2 o'clock.
The 25th at 2 o'clock is good with me, Judge, on behalf of Mr. Pringle.
All right.
Good for me, Judge, on behalf of Mr. Johnson.
And that's fine for me, Judge, on behalf of Derek Smith.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you this afternoon with the updated writs.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris is back. You ready, Mr. Harris?
Yes, I am. Mr. Seegers, are you on?
Calling case number 2059713, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jaquan Davis Seegers. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Trustee Glenn.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wyatt Harris, P54891, on behalf of Jaquan Davis Seegers. Mr. Seegers, yes, would you remain still for a minute? And Mr. Seegers appears via Zoom.
All right, state your name, sir.
Davis Seegers.
Your Honor, Mr. Seegers would be waiving his examination in this matter. We do have a letter in front of the gun board for the waiver.
All right, Mr. Seegers, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause the crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes.
you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
Yes.
You gotta listen to me.
Do you have any objection, Mr. Seegers?
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you. Mr. Harris, do you have any objections to the court signing your name and initialing off?
No, Your Honor.
All right, court finds you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam as filed over Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be February 22nd, 2021, 9:00 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr.
No, Vernon. No.
Mr. Seegers?
February 22nd.
You can
Yes.
sign off now, Mr. Seegers.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I believe our 9:30 is here too, Judge.
Go ahead and get some water. Right back.
Okay. Mr. Moody, are you ready on leave?
Yeah, let me go check. I'm just out there.
Okay, because they're here. The attorney and, okay.
That's client. I didn't see anybody.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Leave here? Okay, okay, cool, all right. You get your report. Next up.
Derek Smith is the one out there.
Right, right.
So you need a.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, on a remand.
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah, well, how much that? What was the last?
I'm struggling up here. Struggling.
So you had a rough night last night?
I don't have my glasses.
You don't left behind too? Oh, I just took a guy here and I said, oh, my God. It's just, it's weird. My eyes like they got a little better. So I can see things. Some days it's kind of bad. You just having that day there.
Yeah. Struggling. I mean, everything's blur. I just gotta try to focus real hard.
What prescription you have? What prescription you have?
Progressive lenses
So.
that I have. The new glasses I just got a few months ago. They're computerized, so they're for the computer.
Yeah. Oh, well, the fact that you don't get that.
Right.
I bought some.
Oh, they're really good.
Yeah, I'll
They
have
cost
it,
me
yeah.
an arm and a leg,
Cost a little more, yes.
but I have to take them off. I can't like wear them.
Is it? It's not a gun board, is it? I didn't get those.
I can't keep them on.
Okay.
So I basically only can use them for the
For the
computer or reading.
But it's better for you.
Huh?
It's better for
Yeah, when it comes to this, the computer, yeah.
you. We got Mr. Lee here with attorney.
Yeah, bring them in.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
you
Mr.
know,
Donald.
you told me. Okay.
Where's the printer?
It's right behind the police officer.
Oh, okay, I can't see.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll put it on the record.
All right, so we're ready, right?
No, excuse me.
Take your coat off. The lead, take your coat off.
Put it on there, man.
Calling case number 2057995, the people of the state of Michigan versus Kwan Lee. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is the prosecutor, Boyd, believe the people judge you have the witnesses here. Sean Godwin, P74500 for Mr. Lee, who is here today in court.
Ready to proceed?
Well, I've just been informed there's video, we had asked for, repeatedly, and we're told there was none. Judge, if I may clarify a little bit, at the warrant stage, there was no DWC. The batteries apparently were not, the camera's not functional, batteries are dead. And there was no BWCs. It looks like the notes say something about, here, I guess like, squad footage, I don't know what that means. We're not, I'm not hear what you said. You said something about me faded out. Okay, I'm sorry. It says something about, squad footage. Again, I don't know what that means in here, but we're now being presented this morning by the officer with a DVD disc of dash cam, of which we did not know existed. We did not have it. And it's now here today. We were able to look at it. We were able to get it to the fence, nothing like that. So at this point, this is where we are with that. We do have our witnesses here.
The squad car video footage would be relevant considering the allegation is that as they approached Mr. Lee, that he had a pistol in his waist and deposited it in the car. So I would, which is why I wanted the squad car footage and any other video footage of this incident, because it's quite relevant when they're driving down the street and claiming that happened.
Okay, now check this. All right, well, at this point, that's what our president, or we call it. Just for the record, people didn't know it existed. I just want to make sure that we're on the record. I understand. You know, with the. I understand what you're saying. Now, it's a special point. Yeah, right.
I will, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm just, because you're on the phone with him. I'll see if I can get something for you. All right.
Pringle, I need paperwork for him too. He just finally came. One of the three baggers, he just finally came.
He's a ringer, right?
Yeah, he was a remake. I mean, it's on that same homicide. I don't think he got a bond. I don't think he got a bond.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna make sure you get signed.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good. Which one is for the defendant? That one. These for the defendant and attorney because they have outside. Tyrone, did I give you Pringles, man?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
You want me to give this to, I'll give it to you. You want me to give this to
No,
you?
I got it. No, that's for the prosecutor.
That's all I'm giving to you.
Excuse me, Your Honorable Judge.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Terry Smith. I want to know what's my case number coming. The case number is 200 238 01
Hold on,
/FY.
You're not on my docket, sir.
I'm not.
No, I don't have a Terrence Smith on my docket. Let me just verify. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Nope. What is it about? What is it for?
It's for domestic assault and battery.
Just regular assault battery?
Her name is Nivian Merlin.
No. Your charges. What are your charges?
The charge is one count of assault and battery, one count of assault with a dangerous weapon, felony assault. I'm the victim.
You're the victim?
Yes.
Okay. What's the defendant's name?
Nivian Merlin.
Maryland?
NYVA.
Yes, he said
yes.
Maryland, yes.
I didn't hear it.
I'm telling you what he said.
Okay. Yeah, that's supposed to be on the docket today, Judge?
Yeah. I don't see it. You want to get it? You got a case number, sir?
Yes, sir. It's 200623801/FY.
That's scheduled for tomorrow, sir, at 3 o'clock.
At 3? Okay. Thank you.
In person.
All right. Y'all too.
It's in person, so you're supposed to be here, sir.
Huh?
It's in person, so you should be here at the building.
What that said?
Downtown, 36th District Court.
421 Madison.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. How you hang this thing up?
It should be coming. Chambers, Montgomery might be on some. Jeff and Brown should be in here. Yeah, he did that one. Yeah, he did some.
He should be here, right? 'Cause he said it's not.
Oh, who?
Chambers.
No, Chambers, I think he's gonna be on Zoom.
Okay, here's.
So we did Simmons, right? And Summers. We did Summers, right? Huh?
We didn't do him.
No, Jacqueline Brown. She's here. No, what about Jacqueline Brown?
No.
She's.
Miss Amira, what do you
Let me
have?
find out.
I have Abdul Razak Al Rayashi
Oh, okay.
supposed to waive today, but he's in custody, so I haven't seen the jail show up yet.
He's the first one on the docket.
Yeah, they haven't, they told me about him.
He's here?
No, they didn't tell me about him, so I don't know what's going on.
What about that error rate? How are you guys? Well, he should be.
Oh, yeah, it could be on this one, yeah. Because it's an examination.
Yeah, she's waiving. It's a waiver. There's Mr. Chambers.
That's you know, who, that takes. Morning.
Morning.
Keep
I'll go rush.
One minute. Oh, yeah.
He's sick? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, good. Okay, you sit him up, can you sit him up, please? Okay, that's one that they didn't give me, but he's here, so I told him to sit him up.
He's here? They brought him over?
Yeah, they just didn't tell me about that.
All right.
I put an exam.
That's probably why they brought him over.
Alawashi. Abdul.
So did you hear that, Miss O'Mara? Your client is here. They brought him here to the building.
Okay, well, can we still do the waiver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, as soon as they bring it. You can cut a paper and take it downstairs. The other.
Judge, just for the record, I'm not rushing you. That would be tough.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to get to the people. I'm not trying to rush you. It's been there for a while. It's not somewhere else. That's all. Thanks a lot, Kenny. Thank you very much.
So what, you gotta bring the other one up? You gotta bring him up?
No, they should ask them to bring them up.
So Judge, there's three defendant. The prosecutor's gonna bring the writ for you to sign. I know.
If he has one of those other motor cases this afternoon.
Yeah, Judge, they said, two of them came in. Even the guy, one guy, Pringle, end up showing up on the second batch and people can't.
Yeah, I think Christian is the one.
The other was second
They
on
need to
ballot.
do a writ
Right,
on.
right, right.
Well, at least we know we got the other. There he is. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, you ready for? Yeah. You ready? You let me know. Then I'll just wait.
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready to load.
I'm just trying to get these.
What?
Stand on my part.
Oh, hold on, it's got it. Oh, here it is, huh? Oh.
Is it the first? Forgiveness of the stuff? Defendant, yeah, okay, so defendant,
Yes, should be at the top to the right.
yeah.
Calling case number 2059019, the people of the state of Michigan versus first name ABDUALRAZAQ, last name ALRYASHI. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, dangerous weapon, miscellaneous. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Catherine O'Meara on behalf of Mr. Al Rayashi.
Say your name, please.
Abdul Razak Al-Riashi.
Oh, we don't have a prosecutor. Who's the prosecutor on that, Judge?
It's probably just the courtroom prosecutor.
Yep, Mr. Moody.
Mr. Moody, can you put your name on the record?
Oh, Clerk Moody, good morning.
Al-Rashi case.
Oh, thank you.
And, they were asking to waive. Do you have any objection?
No objection, Judge, thank you. Ms. O'Meara and myself had a discussion.
All right, so you understand that you have a statutory right to preliminary exam?
Yes, sir.
With a statement shown by probable cause a crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way, that you waive your right to preliminary exam?
No, Your Honor.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes, Your Honor.
You sign the waiver of examination form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. O'Meara, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam. Matter is now over the Wayne County Circuit Court Civil Division for arraignment on the information. Be February 16th, 2021, 9:00 a.m.
Your Honor, I'd like to address bond if I could.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, this case originally had a personal bond, and Mr. Al-Rayashi had been arrested on another charge. And because of that, he missed his court date and his bond was increased. And then when he was ranked failure to appear, I asked the court to reinstate the personal bond, and the court refused to do that. And he's been unable to post this bond. He's posted the bond in the other case. He hasn't been convicted of anything. He's just charged. He's always appeared in court. This is not a very major offense. It's possession. He's charged here with possession of brass knuckles. I would just ask the court reinstate his personal bond now that he's waived and is being bound over. This is the only thing that's holding him in custody. And there's no, I just don't understand why his bond has to be so high.
Because he didn't come to court. He picked up a new
He
case.
did. Well, he was charged with something. He hasn't been convicted.
Ms. O'Meara, you asked me a question. Allow me to finish, please. I understand he got arrested, but that's also part of the problem. He got arrested while he was on bond. So he picked up a new case. What is the other case?
It's aggravated stalking. We anticipate that case will be dismissed. He has posted the bond in that case.
Oh.
All right, I'll give him a 5,000 personal bond. Wait, are you working? Where do you work?
Exxon Mobil on Max 75, it's really close to here. On Max 75, right by the Eastern Market.
The concern that people have is that it's an ag stalking case, so.
That one's not the one we have here.
No, this is the weapons, the talent.
Yeah, he's already posted. So that's already posted on the other case. So we'll deal with that one.
All right.
All right, I'll give him a 5,000 personal. That'll change the date to the 22nd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
AOI is 222.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Come this way, sir.
Card number taken down.
Okay.
Bye, Mr. Mara.
Are we done here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we got.
Oh, I need a.
Judge All right, let me do these. When you come back, you have the attorney for Jacqueline Brown. I'll sneak in and I'll lay them right here.
Yeah.
Well,
Every single thing on the dome.
I should have brought them today. I could have tried to find it for too much.
Yes, because
You
I
should have
got,
drove over here. Give me one of those cards.
no, I need a courier.
Well, we should, What? I walked in there like I am right now. But I didn't say nothing, and I'm fine.
Wait, but you were in there all day. That's the problem.
Well, yeah.
If I were there all day, I'd probably do that.
Well, you know that you could, you guys. You have the attorney for, I told you Jacqueline Brown and Keith Montgomery. Mr. Chambers is outside. He said that, do you have, Keith Montgomery, is he gonna be a Zoom? Mr. Chambers said he's supposed to be.
Yeah, because he's in MDOC.
Okay.
So you can bring Brown, Jacqueline.
All right, well,
Brown.
she hasn't checked in. The attorney's here, but the defendant is not.
Oh, neither one of them.
No. I have a
You call it, okay, bring them in.
Yeah, bring
I
it.
have a Shanika Brown, but she's here, but I haven't, and her attorney's here too.
That's our 10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Bring, Jacqueline Brown's attorney in.
Okay.
Well, yes, both of them.
Well, I know, that's why it's gonna be hectic. Well, it's gonna be hard for me.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
Okay. Yep.
This is for Jacqueline Brown.
Calling case, calling case number 2057571. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jacqueline Brown. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Magnuson on behalf of Jacqueline Brown. Your Honor, as the court can see, Ms. Brown is not here. However, just before the case was called, I was in the hallway on the phone with her, and I asked her, where are you? And she said she was home. She said about 2 days ago she was in a car accident and she was all bruised and she just felt terrible. And I said, well, you're supposed to be here. And she said she could get in a bus or something to come down here, to be here within an hour. I don't know how long. But she wouldn't be willing to do that, Judge. So I would either ask one of two things. Either you allow her to be here sometime later today, or we could make a short adjournment.
Judge, I would leave it up to the court's discretion at this time, court's wisdom.
Right, I'm not doing either one. Habeas shall have. Any bond previously committed shall be forfeited. Any bond says 30,000 cash. She knew she had this case at this time. You know, she's supposed to be here. You had to call her, and she didn't call you. So she got some proof, and she should better bring it when she comes back after we set aside her case. If she doesn't, she's gonna be sitting in jail.
I'll advise her, Judge. Thank you.
Keep this point, please.
Take care, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, bring in Chambers.
Shanika Brown coming in with her attorney.
What about Chambers?
He's outside. You ready for him too?
Yeah, first, yes.
Want him first.
You want to hear first? Okay. Calling case number 2059265, the people of the state of Michigan versus Keith Montgomery. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons carried concealed. Count 3, weapons, felony, firearm. Second offense notice. Count 4, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, habitual offender. Third notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge Arnie Chambers, on behalf of Mr. Montgomery.
All right, well, they haven't brought, they didn't honor the writ to bring them, and they didn't honor the writ by having them available on video, on Zoom. So we're gonna have to set this matter over.
May I ask, was there actually a writ submitted?
Yeah, of course I have a writ, I believe.
Judge, I don't
Oh,
have.
we did this, I thought, hold on, did, Mr. Brady do this one?
I don't know if that's the one.
This is in person on Zoom.
I wasn't here on that one.
When I spoke to the lady from MDOC Friday in an attempt to schedule a professional visit or phone call with my client, she's also the lady that handles the Zoom writ. There was nothing in her records as to any Zoom, so she told me then she did not expect him to be zoomed in. All right, so this is the third time that we've been here for a prelim with regards to Mr. Montgomery.
I understand that, but that makes it the court's fault.
Previous 2 times I asked for a dismissal if the people were not ready to proceed. Now, I don't know if they have their witnesses here. I'll be totally transparent here. I submitted a gun board letter. I believe I stated this on the record. I haven't received any information back with regard to that. But if they're not ready to proceed, I believe I have an obligation on behalf of my client to move for dismissal. This is the 3rd time.
I understand that, but at this point, the court has no legal right to dismiss this case, or no legal authority to dismiss this case. For whatever reason, the Kitty wasn't here, the clerk I had did not follow through, to get Ms. Gray to do the writ, to have him available by Zoom or in person. So, I'm not gonna dismiss it, I'm gonna put it over one more time.
I'm repeating arguments.
I heard argument, I made my ruling.
I did, but
You don't get a second shot at the argument.
Well, you do have the authority to dismiss those, Judge. We can waive his presence for a dismissal. It's the state is the one.
I've made my ruling on it, please.
Holding him back. He can't move. But at least ask if the people could place on the record whether they are ready to proceed today. If my client were allowed to be doing it.
Sure, you can have.
Well, Judge, I would indicate that it's not relevant, but I have an officer in charge here, and if I can check with him to see if the officers are here. Something's locked in the courtroom, I don't know who they are.
That's fair enough. I can wait for an answer.
Is your client?
Well, you understand, I still made my ruling, I'm not.
I mean, I get it, my client can't move.
I understand that, but I've made my ruling on it.
I get it. He's making a record.
You want to resume it?
No, I don't know. I can't talk to my client. He has to waive the in-person situation. I have a meeting with him set up later on today, but I can't move for a Zoom exam without him agreeing to it, he very well may do that. He's not trying to hold this up, I can tell you that.
So you were never able to speak to this gentleman?
I spoke to him prior to the first examination. Scheduled date. I haven't spoken to him since. Was under our impression at that time that he was going to be brought here in person, via writ. And if not, if Zoomed in, then I can speak with him at that time in the breakout room, and if he wanted to waive his right to be here live in person, I can do that then. Could possibly even be a waiver.
No. Okay.
I submitted it a while ago, I know they're back down.
Yeah. I don't have.
I know. So I'm like stuck here, I don't know that very well.
All right, March 3rd at 12:30.
Your Honor, may I please ask this court for the following week? And I mean, simply, I get vaccinated on the 26th. I'd like a week for that, for the shot to really kick in, and I'd ask for the week of the 8th or after. If we do the week of the 8th, it'd be appreciated. I do have a matter, in Harper Woods on the 10th, but. Matter of fact, the Harper Woods matter is in afternoon, so I can do the morning.
Usually 1:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can do those. We can have, March 22nd, 12:15.
Wow.
I mean, March 24th at 12:15.
All right.
I'm sorry, what time again, Judge? 12:15.
So as I stated, I have a pending gun board letter. If I hear back from them, and if there's a waiver situation, I'll contact the court.
All right.
So I can give my client's approval.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Eric. Good to see you over there.
So Judge, was this a Zoom or in person?
Prefer in person, we say we get his body, but not do it by Zoom. Do whatever they're doing.
I'll be right back, just 2 seconds, Judge, if I can have it.
Mr. Moody, I need to do a writ on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a writ on it, I'm gonna do a Zoom and another one, in person, or bring the body over it.
Right,
Okay,
okay,
I'm gonna try to get both bases covered here,
okay.
okay?
This is Ronald.
Oh, she, Is she ready? Shanika?
They're talking to,
Huh?
prosecutor of talking. She's here, attorney is
Come on
talking.
in, we got it. We're behind.
He's talking to the witness.
Oh, he's talking to
She said they'll be right there. They'll be right here.
Well, just tell them, come on in. Come on in. Yeah.
Calling case number 20-62678, the people of the state of Michigan versus Shanika Brown. Defendant is charged with count 1, license documents, plates, forgery. Count 2, identity theft. Count 3, operating license suspended, revoked, denied. Count 4, operate unregistered vehicle. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Good staff. May it please the whole honorable court, Reginald Manager, P number 80354, on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Paige Montgomery, EP 83667. On behalf of Ms. Brown, who's standing with us in the courtroom. Ms. Brown, can you state your name for the record? Shanika Brown.
The people are ready, Your Honor. Right now, our sole witness, Super Nolan Crisbello, he's actually on the phone with the insurance company trying to verify.
I'm about to dismiss the case. You calling witness now, or I'm dismissing?
Okay, please we call Nolan Crisbello to the stand. You can go grab him, Your Honor. Thank you.
Did you guys get word about Cliff? The judge know? Does the judge know?
Should have been done before now.
Doesn't have to be a trial.
I'm sorry, ma'am?
Your first name?
Nolan, N-O-L-A-S.
You can't speak to the tape.
P-R-Z-Y-B-Y-L-O.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, can you please state your name for the record?
Trooper Nolan Crisbello.
Trooper, go, how are you employed?
I'm employed by the Michigan Department of State Police.
And how long have you been employed in that capacity?
17 years.
Okay. And now, as a Michigan State Trooper, are you engaged in any type of special assignments?
My normal priority is just general road patrol.
Okay. Now I want to turn your attention back to December 22nd of 2020. Where are you working on that day?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, did you arrive at the location of Davidson Highway near Gallagher in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us what, if anything, has brought you to court here today that you observed?
Something that I've taken under my training with the state police is forged registration and insurance documents.
Okay.
So normally what I do.
Okay, I don't care about normally, I don't care about the history, I need to know what happened on this day.
On the listed date and time of the report, I was sitting in that area and a motor vehicle passed my location with a document in the rear window.
Okay, and what did you do next when you viewed that document?
What's your last?
I caught up with the motor vehicle and I attempted to verify the document through the lien Secretary of State database.
Okay, and were you able to do so?
No, sir.
Okay, what happened when you attempted to check the registration or the document against lien?
One of two things either occurs. It tells me that
No. Okay. The question, Trooper, is what happens when you check it on lien? You either know or you don't.
I don't know in this particular case what happened on this one without reviewing my report.
When reviewing report, refresh your recollection.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Now, let the record reflect on showing opposing counsel, Trooper Chris Bella's report. May I approach, Your Honor?
Thank you.
Chris Bella, why don't you take a look at that? Let me know your memory's been refreshed in order to hear from you.
Thank you, sir. I am good.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach to retrieve the documents?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Now, do you recall what happened on this particular occasion?
Yes, sir. When I attempted to check this document through lien and the Secretary of State, it came back with a return of no record.
And do you recall the document number in this particular instance?
No, sir, not off the top of my head.
Good.
I deal with a lot of these.
Okay. Now, did you happen to make contact with the driver?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to take a look at this around this room on Zoom. Let me know if you see the driver here today.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Can you point to the location where they're sitting and tell me something they're wearing?
The young lady sitting back there, I believe she went in gray, dark gray striped shirt.
Okay, Your Honor, let the record reflect that the trooper just identified the defendant in Spanish and Brown. Okay, now, did you approach Ms. Brown?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what occurred at that point?
We had a conversation about the motor vehicle, how long she had owned the motor vehicle, if it was her motor vehicle.
Okay. And at the time you had this conversation, was Ms. Brown under arrest?
No, sir.
Right now.
Please continue.
What I do is I speak with the occupant of the motor vehicle to determine that it is their motor vehicle and they're responsible for it.
And did you do that in this instance?
Yes, sir.
And did the vehicle belong to Ms. Brown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you tell me what you observed through your lien query about this particular vehicle, this driver?
Yes, sir. When I got the accurate information for the motor vehicle and checked it through the database from the Secretary of State, I found that the vehicle was Ms. Brown's. I believe the date was in July of 2020 when the vehicle was officially titled into her name.
And did you also ask her for her driver's license, proof of registration, insurance?
Yes, sir.
And did she have any of those documents?
Objection. In terms of the license plate, that's not the issue in the charges that we're here for.
Driver's license.
You asked for, question was, you asked for a driver's license and insurance.
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
Okay, what's your objection?
Withdrawn.
All right.
Yes, sir. I always ask for a driver's license and insurance registration for the vehicle.
Okay, was Ms. Brown able to produce any of those documents?
No official driver's license, no, but she did provide an insurance document.
Okay. And did you run the insurance document as well?
Yes, sir. Checking with the insurance, attempting to check with the insurance agency for that document, I found that that was not a valid policy, nor was she underinsured.
Okay. And you say you don't recall the the number for the paper plate?
No, sir.
When looking into your report, refresh your recollection.
Yes, sir.
Let the record reflect on, once again, showing opposing counsel, the photocopy of the license plate. Can I approach, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for the record. Now, can you tell us what the license, the document number was on that particular vehicle?
It's a 7-digit number, so to memorize that so quickly I can't, but I know it's sweet something to that particular document style is called a BFS 50. That is typically a 30, 60, or 90-day temporary tag issued by the Michigan Department of Secretary of State. I'm sorry, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Baker Frank Sam.
All right, so Trooper, you ran the plate?
Yes, sir.
It came back?
No record.
No record. Okay.
That particular plate, were that a legitimate documentation, being that it's issued by the Secretary of State, would absolutely come back with a SOS return indicating.
Objection, there's no question on that he's responding to.
All right. Question?
First of all, was this plate counterfeit?
Yes, sir.
How do you know that?
Because when you run the serial number on a BFS 50, it comes back with a return automatically, as it is issued by the Secretary of State when done so legitimately. They would have had to have gone to the Secretary of State and purchase this document directly from the Secretary of State, at which time they would have notated in the SOS database who the vehicle was registered and titled to and what kind of vehicle it was. That piece of paper is an actual plate of the Secretary of State, so when you run it, if it's on the road, it will have a return. There is no lag time.
And there was no return in this instance?
No, sir.
Okay. And again, just to be clear, you did ask her for a driver's license as well?
Yes, sir.
And she did not have one?
No, sir.
Did you run her in the lien at all?
Yes, sir.
And what did, why
Objection.
not run her license?
Again, we're here about the 2 felony charges. The operating with license suspended is the misdemeanor. We're not having an exam on the misdemeanor.
Okay, withdraw.
All right.
All right, Your Honor, decided no further questions.
Trooper President Bello, is that correct? President Bello? So on December 22nd, you pulled Ms. Brown over, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you ordered her out of the vehicle.
I don't think I ordered her.
Okay, Ms. Brown got out of the vehicle and spoke with you on the side of the road, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Brown told you that she bought that plate the paper plate at a dealership, correct?
That's, I
But,
have no
hold
recollection.
on, hold on. I can't take the answer.
Did you ask Ms. Brown where she got the plate?
I believe I would have asked her, yes, ma'am.
And do you remember what she said?
Again, I can't take the
All
answer.
right. You didn't inquire as to where Ms. Brown got that plate, correct?
I don't know that, ma'am.
And when you saw Ms. Brown drive by, did you have to manually run the plate, or do you have I know some officers have a machine that just scans constantly?
I do not have a license plate reader. What I do have is specific training in these forged documents and several years of experience of just doing this. The BFS 50 has a particular look, if you will, when it's issued legitimately to the Secretary of State. It's actually kind of a pink hue. The patchwork of red stripes over white is the body of the document. And it's a document that's issued on cardboard, really, kind of a really thick heavy paper. In this particular instance, when I went by me, it was very clear immediately that it was a photocopy on just plain paper. It just stood out. It didn't look like what a BFS 50 is supposed to look like. So immediately I had concern with that. once I catch up with the vehicle, I do attempt to run the document just to be safe. And I do that through the lien SOS.
Thank you. No further questions.
Briefly, Trooper Chris Bellow, to your knowledge, where is the only place you can get an actual PFS bid?
The Secretary of State, sir.
And in this case, it's not going to the Secretary of State.
No.
No further questions, Ron.
No, nothing further.
Thank you.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the people have no further witnesses.
Defense has no witnesses, Your Honor.
Now, people move for final over as charged in counts 1 and 2, license documents, place forgery. As in count 1, you heard the testimony, Your Honor. Chris Bellow ran the documents, came back, no record. Based on his training experience, the document was forged, didn't come from the Secretary of State. As in count 2, identity theft, the fact that Ms. Brown had the document in her window, she was attempting to usurp the identity of the Secretary of State, saying that she actually had a legitimate document from the SOS took place in her vehicle, which she did not. So on the 2 counts, counts 1 and 2, the people will provide no version based on the testimony here today.
Your Honor, defense objects to find over on for 2 reasons. One, I do not believe that people have met their burden in terms of establishing jurisdiction. I believe the speaker testified to being in the area, but never specified what area. Second, I would note that under the statute, the people have the burden of proving that Ms. Brown knowingly possessed that stolen plate. And I don't believe that there's testimony on this record that supports that she knowingly did that. Therefore, I believe that the prosecution has not met their burden on both counts 1 and 2, that Ms. Brown knowingly possessed a stolen plate.
Briefly, Your Honor, as of count 1, it wasn't a stolen plate, it was a counterfeit plate, and the fact that Ms. Brown didn't get it from the Secretary of State would have been the first indicator that it was false. You can only get these plates from the Secretary of State, which she did not. As of count 2, again, the document was in her vehicle, which Super Chris Bellow did verify was her vehicle. So I believe the people have met their burden to a probable cause standard, and we will provide no verdict charge in count 1 and 2.
All right, before having heard the testimony, argument finds as follows. And we heard from Super. What's your name? Chris Bellow?
Chris Bellow.
Chris Bellow.
Yes, sir.
Super Chris Bellow, that on 12/22/2020, in the area of Davis and Gallagher, which is in the city of Detroit, gives the court jurisdiction that he was stationary, a vehicle passed him, had a document in the rear window, that he followed, checked the document in lien, and no record, stopped the vehicle, had contact with the driver who was the defendant, driver identified as the first car, checked the lien again, it was titled in her car, in her name as of July 2020, and that also that she had no driver's license, provided insurance, valid. It was a paper plate, and it was not the kind of paper plate that is supplied by the state of Michigan. It's a question of fact. I mean, it's her car, she's driving it. That, you know, that the court can infer certain facts from that, such as that she had knowledge of what's in it and what's on it. And that's what we do. Court finds that the felony enumerated in the complaint warrant did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. Probable cause of discharge is suspended. Should be filed over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be February 22nd at 9:05 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just to make sure I'm understanding, you're saying that as she's driving the car, there's a presumption
I
that she.
gave my ruling.
No, I understand.
I gave my ruling.
I appreciate that.
It's on the record.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You want to frame it?
Is,
12:30, but they're here.
That was Brown, right?
Fulton. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, Fulton. McQuan Fulton.
So our next one isn't until 11:15. Yeah, bring that on.
We already did.
Yes, yes, sir. We
Yeah,
waited.
that was a waiver. The next one is at 11:15. However, Judge,
We did Simmons?
yep. So Fulton is our 12 o'clock. It's a waiver.
Okay, you come and do it.
That's 9:45, right?
Huh?
Fulton was set at 12:30.
No, it's set at 12:30.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, and he's bringing his client in.
Yeah, Marquand.
I didn't know you were. Oh, I thought you were 9. I thought it was 10. Really? Yeah. 9:45. The docket says 12:30. Oh, okay. We'll have to go by the docket.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
We ready? Oh, you need the,
Waiver form, please. How you doing, Kitty? Nice seeing you.
Good, how are you?
Morning, Judge, how are you? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kitty.
Calling case number 2057051, the people of the state of Michigan versus Marquand Fulton. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecutor Blaine Wilson.
And good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. May it please the most honorable court, Mohammed Nasser P. 74485, appearing on behalf of with Mr. Marquand Fulton, who appears standing behind me. Sir, please state your name for this honorable court.
Marquand Fulton.
Thank you, Judge. Today is the date time set for a preliminary examination. I've had an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor in this regard. We are in receipt of all of the discovery. We submitted a diversion request, which was denied. Ultimately, we got word of the denial Friday late afternoon. I've had an opportunity to consult my client. He understands that he has the absolute right to a preliminary exam. He understands that at the preliminary exam, the burden is on the prosecutor by probable cause standard that a crime was committed, and in fact, that he did commit that crime. He knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily wishes to waive that right so that he can have this matter bound over to the circuit court for further proceedings.
Fulton, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause a crime was committed, and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yeah.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way, you should waive your right to a preliminary exam. You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having the opportunity to talk to your attorney about it. Can you sign the waiver of examination form? Yeah. Do people have no objection?
We do not, thank you.
Okay. I qualify that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to senior exam at a bound over Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information be February 22nd, 9 o'clock. Bond continues.
Thank you, Judge. I'm so sorry, you did say February 22nd?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I think that's not.
I will.
I'll see you.
You're all set. What else have you?
Great, how are you?
I give you this. This one.
Nice seeing you. Take care. Have a good day, Judge. Nice seeing you.
You too, take care.
Oh, you know what, this is crazy. All right, is this a Zoom?
That is gonna, I need officers here.
Okay.
So you want me to put in person on it?
Oh, no, it says Zoom, wait.
Let me put it in there. March 24th. Okay, at 12. Thanks.
All right.
I didn't know.
I'm gonna say that.
I just, we got text. I just. Great guy. You know, great guy. I've been missing around here. Damn. So I'm sorry, I just didn't know. So yeah, I'll obviously get this up to Wyatt here.
Thank you.
Judge, this is Wayne Frost. I'm supposed to have Lawrence Clark at 11:15 for a live exam.
Yes, sir.
Two things. First of all, I do not expect Mr. Clark to be there due to the fact, to my knowledge, he doesn't even know about it because the number that I had for him is no longer good. But second of all, we couldn't do the live exam anyways because the prosecutor was supposed to send me discovery and their server was down all week last week. So I never got discovery, so we couldn't do it anyways. So I'm asking for an adjournment in order to get a investigator to find him and make sure that he's available for the next court date.
If he doesn't show up at 11:15, it won't be necessary because I'm going to issue a case here.
Thank you, Judge. We'll wait till 11:15.
All right, thank you.
You can't give me Wednesdays, can you? Docket? Great. What's that?
It's
No.
Wednesday's day.
Wednesday is,
The 10th?
yes.
It's just so sad. I know. Such a fun guy. His levity was so nice in here.
Yeah.
Always in a good mood, always just making people laugh. And a darn good lawyer, damn good lawyer. I know. I know. We can't double space these? I don't know what kind of cruiser. I'd heard it was a scout car with sirens and lights on. And Cliff had the right of way with the green light. But, you know, these things unfortunately happen and you don't see the squad car coming through. That's why it's so dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
The lights were on?
Huh?
But I'd heard that the lights were on. You know, I just.
And they're going through a red light.
Yes.
And were they going after anyone?
I don't know if it was a chase or what. I don't know what the circumstances were.
The judge told you, John?
Pardon me?
I was asking you.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's weird. I could see when we were walking in together. Just, you know, I know.
Oh, you can tell.
That's someone right. I said, what's going on?
Yeah, we have.
He's holding it up pretty well.
Yeah, I know he is.
Cliff had green lights, scout car with sirens and lights ran through the intersection.
Cliff.
Cliff Woodard's.
Cliff Woodard.
Yeah.
See, again, at 3 o'clock in the morning, where are you going? You know,
I don't know what time it
if
was.
you're going to a house, I thought you said the time.
No.
Did you see Judge King come in here? The office or what?
I don't know. Christine Z didn't know either. She said she heard an officer was in serious condition or critical condition, but she didn't know what it was about.
And this happened at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know.
He said he was on his way home because he had been in St. Martin.
Remember he was down there and he zoomed in with all the palm trees.
Yeah, but it looked like he had went back down there, but then he went to, I think, Alabama or something. And then
Yeah.
Where was he? They said he was, I think, on his way home. 'Cause he had been out of town.
He was down in the Caribbean or something.
Yeah.
Where did it happen, Larry?
Yeah, that's.
An officer out there said Connor. And Connor and Gratiot.
Connor Gratiot.
It's right down here.
Yeah,
Connor and Gratiot.
right, down the street.
If that's true, I don't know, but the officer said Connor. He goes, I heard Gratiot, I don't know. And I said, well, that intersects close to downtown here.
Just down the way there.
Yeah.
I come that way to come to work myself. Come down,
You do?
go back and then
Yeah.
pass Connor, come down the corner and then come across.
Yep. Is Connor that weird intersection where it goes into East Warren? Like there's that weird intersection. It's got like two. No, it's gotta come south of that.
Connor's going,
North and south.
Yeah, Connor's going like French Road and.
Yeah.
Across Gratiot,
Yeah.
going across.
Yeah, I mean, because that's where the
And it
Chrysler
goes
plant
right
is at
into the-
Jefferson.
Right.
Where
Connor's
Fifth is.
Right. And the Fifth Precinct goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right there, but I'm trying to imagine where Connor.
So they coming down and he's going the other way and they got a light on for something that's probably not that dangerous.
Who knows? I
Well,
mean,
someone's not paying attention.
you know?
Sounds like the officer went through the light.
He did go through the light.
Yeah.
But he had the lights
sirens
on,
and
but-
lights on.
That doesn't mean everybody sees it.
That's the problem.
But you
What
hear
year is
them,
it?
you could.
You don't sometimes.
I never not hear the sirens. I hear sirens and I don't even know where they're coming from. I'm like,
I didn't even come there. You won't hear a thing.
No.
he has a
It's
what?
possible, if they hear
An
his
earphone.
job, they get mad at him.
Does
He
Cliff
can't
got an earphone?
No.
They get mad
No,
because
that's
they think
different.
he's
Oh.
faking it.
Her dad does.
Oh, your dad does, but I'm saying when I hear sirens,
You know what
and I
hate?
hear them, I don't know where they're coming from, but I hear I be looking anyways, you know what I mean?
You're attuned to it. You know, a lot of people have their stereos up loud, the windows are closed now because it's winter. But the other thing is this, have you ever heard car commercials or commercials on the radio that have sirens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too. I hate, that should be illegal.
And you know, that pisses me off sometimes, 'cause I'm listening to the radio and I say, where's that noise? And,
Yeah,
and it's in the
on the
radio.
radio.
Because I'm looking, like I said, I hear things, and I'm like.
Yep, I hate that because I'm looking around and say, where's the siren?
And it's in
And it's
the
in
radio.
the
No, I
radio.
don't like that either.
They should not allow that.
Yeah, because
You get jacked up, hold this a real one, and you're not thinking
Yep.
that, you know.
Yep.
Said,
Yep.
Blair, it happened on Connors.
That's what one of the OICs said out here, it was on Connor.
It said on Connors, right?
On Connor somewhere, he thought Gratiot, I don't know. I don't wanna spread rumors.
But it's still in that fifth precinct,
Oh.
unless it goes up to ninth. And ninth is off, ninth is off, that's not ninth precinct. Gratiot and Connors.
It's really down here. I'm not familiar with where Connor is.
Yeah, Connor's east.
Yeah.
It crosses 94 over
Yeah.
by the, what's that
college.
golf course
The
over there?
college, and the golf course as well.
What is that?
Chandler Park.
Chandler Park Golf Course.
Oh, I know where Chandler Park is.
Yeah,
But I don't know where Chandler Park Golf Course is.
okay, it's right where it intersects Connor,
And Dickerson, yeah,
right in there.
Dickerson. I'm on east side there, so I know.
So Connor, if you kept going south from that point, from the E-way, you would have to cross Gratiot, and then you'd have to cross.
No,
I
if
mean,
we're
I don't know
going
what
east,
the
if you're going
officer-
south.
I'm going south towards the
Freeway, you're
river.
going toward the river.
For the one.
Gratiot would be north of that,
You know, this is, because Gratiot's on an angle.
but still it's north of the freeway. Freeway, if you go south, you're going toward the college, you're going towards the precinct down there by 12 or.
Right, south towards the river.
Yeah,
Yeah, then you'd end up on Jefferson by
right,
Chrysler.
right. But if you go north, then you go toward Gratiot
Okay,
and keep going
you
down.
intersect over to Gratiot way?
Okay.
Did you find it on here, Blair?
I was trying to find
Did you
it
find it on
myself.
here?
Gotta bring my wings.
No, this is all word of
My
mouth
hands
from a
on it.
text
Yeah.
we got from our, text loop. Any
Oh, we
word?
got Brent McWilliams. What about attorney? Is attorney here?
I don't know, he's there, I don't know about time.
Okay, he's out there though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Kenny, when you get you can't make
That's
that
11:30, so we still got time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I know. Our
Yeah.
minds are on
Yeah,
something
thanks. We're
else.
looking for Clark too. Lawrence
I get
Clark.
it.
Another person come in at time.
Yeah.
Another person come in,
Another, yeah.
does that mean coming?
Yeah.
He's supposed to come in at 11:15.
And who after that?
Then you got McWilliams and you got Hudson, Carl Hudson.
I hope I'm not.
Then we'll be cool for the
I hate when it's that late.
morning document.
Good afternoon.
We do have afternoon, you'll get prison on the
Okay.
side.
Oh, you already inside, okay.
Yeah, they're here.
Who's the one to look for?
You got
I
Clark.
won't get lunch.
Lawrence Clark.
And I don't do
No,
well.
okay.
And Carl Hudson.
It's off duty, these are pretty well.
You
It says here it's off duty.
Off-duty police officer? What are you reading?
Okay, but my husband, that's in the car, you look for.
Thanks a lot.
DW Trade. And I just put Detroit police accident, and I put the date.
Oh,
And it said it's a 250 this morning, off duty.
Well, up there,
Police officer in critical condition.
off duty, so he wouldn't have his.
Wouldn't have a lights
So
and
we wouldn't
sirens
have
on.
no sirens on.
No.
So it
You want a light?
says- maybe this is the wrong one, but it says trailing south.
If he run a light, you gotta run a light, head officer.
Okay,
He ran a red light.
The civilian did?
Yeah, he ran a light, he's
so
off.
that might not,
So this is, no, this is different.
That's a
yeah,
different
because I just talked to my sister and she said it was just an off-duty officer that got into an accident. And she doesn't know about this one, because she works the green light,
Oh.
Who does it?
my sister,
Your sister does?
for 9.
So this
Is she with
This
DPD?
says a 24-year-old
Yeah,
man,
she's
I don't think it's
civilian.
right.
Okay.
Even though.
So she's at 9? Where's 9 at?
Yeah,
I think this is.
right on Gratiot.
Is it on Gratiot?
Yeah, Gratiot and Gunston.
Why can't I think of where that is?
You know, if you go from,
Oh, is it north of East Warren towards the highway?
it's
Towards
north, it's
94?
north. So like I said, if you go south, you're going the other way to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the river. If you go north, you go to Gratiot off Connors and then make a right. And it's on the left side, left-hand side of Gunston, that next.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I know for sure what, thanks, Kitty. I know for sure what 5 is. That's right, a Mac.
I'm sorry, Kitty, can I make copies of that, please? I'll be here with her all day. I'll be here all week with you. What's wrong, Kitty? I can't ask for it. He asks where he gets it. You look at me like, you gonna kick my.
She's gonna do it.
Man, Kitty's gonna have to have some real conversations. Oh, here she is. See, I remember you.
That's for the
That's
tenth?
that double space.
You want
Oh,
the
no,
double
number
space
space,
one?
no. Oh, it's not. Okay, let me, yeah.
Do you want, okay, all right, I'm gonna get started.
Can I just say this? It looks like it's got the right
What'd you say?
information, but
I can do
It says
this,
the
I can
third
just look
person
at
was
it, I
not
mean, it's
injured.
good to see it.
It says what?
I
the
can't
third
write on
person
that.
was not injured. So it-
Third person?
So I thought it was just a police officer.
Well, it could have been, Cliff could have had someone in his car.
Or the officer.
Or two officers.
Or it could have been two officers.
I heard something, but I didn't know that was.
But wait a minute, if he was off duty, maybe somebody was in the car with him.
Does this go face up or face down?
Cliff was by himself.
To make a copy.
Face up. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. But I.
That's what I said. You looked at me. I don't think good. Thanks a lot.
Actually, I could have just printed another one.
Oh, this is okay.
But I wasn't gonna.
Oh, I
ask
need
you.
Tuesday because he won't be here Tuesday. He can print that.
See, now you can.
Oh,
Okay, this is Deering's copy for Gwen today.
thank you. Oh, God, be here all month. The rest of the month was kidding.
You're in trouble.
It's Shaner and 7 Mile.
It was saying that something else?
No, this is different. This might be different, but it sounds like the same information.
It could be, I mean, from what I heard, Connor could be wrong.
But here, it talks about a 24-year-old
Where's your
driver of a
stapler at?
Dodge Journey traveling west at East 7 Mile at a high rate of speed, disregards a red signal. This vehicle was priced at 300. Does anyone know who drove?
I have no idea.
You know what kind of car Cliff drives?
He stopped in the
Kitty?
lights. He was also struck. No one
No,
reported
my
to be injured in that vehicle. That doesn't sound right.
Because I did hear about an accident. I ain't there this morning, but I just.
I don't know.
There was probably a lot going on last night with that Super Bowl. People were getting
Oh,
together.
that's what it was.
Sure, people were getting together and partying all day, and that's probably what was going on. I'm not saying Cliff was, but
Well, this might have been different then.
there was, I mean, I was on call last night to General Warrants, and I had a lot of drunk drivings, like out county. Taylor, Belleville, Van Buren.
Okay, my sister said he was in the 4th precinct area. It was about 1:15
Southwest.
a.m. at Berner and Illinois.
That's Southwest Detroit, yeah.
That's, is it that
I
way?
think
Yeah, that's over there by the, river, by 75,
Yeah,
right?
southwest.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Yeah, just south of the highway.
So,
Or north there.
The river side of the,
But I'm
of
trying to see, he
90,
doesn't-
of 75. Livernois and Berner?
did she see footage of it?
No, she's not at work right
Oh,
now.
okay.
I just asked her when I
So
talked
it
to her.
happened this morning. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Super Bowl. Oh.
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl. And people were cooped up. I asked this one officer, man, I said, what is, he goes, well, I said, it's gotta be the Super Bowl. He goes, yeah, and everybody's, with this COVID thing, everyone's been bottled up and they wanna get out, and this is what's happening.
So what does that mean? You're up all night doing these warrants? You do that often?
Too much.
You do
No,
like once a
we
week?
do 1 week out of the year.
Oh.
But it's 7 days straight. You're on from 6P to 6A. And like because I was up, the last one I took was like 4:45 this morning.
Oh.
And yeah, so I'm kind of like watching myself here from writing the wrong things down and stuff like that.
Yeah, just ask me. I got it all.
Yeah.
I think the accident that I saw here was not the right one. I could totally see Cliff driving 300.
You can see what?
Cliff driving a 300 maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice car.
Yep. It's a big car too.
Shoot, my neighbor 2 weeks ago dropped dead, probably from a heart attack. He's 43.
What?
The other neighbors move it. I mean, the lights have been on for 2 weeks. And he was by himself, he's divorced.
What, the 43-year-old?
I think it's 12-year-old found him.
Oh,
It was really
God.
nice. I had a friend over, and I think she drank too much, so it was like 12:31 o'clock in the morning, so she had some coffee and stayed a little longer than I would like. And I walked out and I didn't even hear a thing, but I saw the ambulance, the fire truck. They weren't gonna tell me anything, cop cars. Found out the next day. And then on top of that, I'm reading his obit, and there's another girl that might take this really well.
He did have lights, they did have
She's
lights.
selling her house.
They did have lights? So the cop car that hit him over there.
And died.
She was by herself.
But they went through a ramp.
How old?
Now Cliff.
Yeah.
And Cliff probably didn't hear if he was listening.
What did you say,
Maybe.
Kitty? What was that information?
They said he was, well, my sister said he was at Illinois in West Chicago. They said he didn't see them coming and avoided the lights.
And what the lights?
So
Avoided them?
he avoided the lights. So he probably didn't see the lights and then he probably hit it. He drives a Lexus.
Black Lexus. I didn't think he had no 300.
He didn't avoid it, he just didn't see it.
Yeah, he didn't see it or hear it.
Well,
What did they say happened?
the police, this is probably coming from the police officer saying that he avoided their lights. I could see that being a police officer.
What does that mean,
in their
though? You
reports,
avoid the
right?
lights?
Meaning that he had
I'm
lights and
driving-
he kept going
you
through.
driving
He keep
down
going.
You keep, you
West
just keep
Chicago
going here.
You
and
ignore them.
Yeah.
the driver avoided the lights.
Yeah.
He hit us.
That's
So who had the right of way? Cliff?
Yep.
Well, did he have the green light?
He had the green light.
He had the green light, but the sirens were on the police car.
Yeah.
Right, but
No
let me
lights.
They
They
gotta be
didn't see
watching
the
too.
light.
let me
man.
just say this.
They supposed to look-
As a police officer who have been involved in licensed sirens and I'm on my way to location. Even when I hit that intersection, if I'm doing 90,
You slowing down.
I'm on my brake
Right.
because there is a way where people not hearing. People have
Remember
their
you
music,
said some people
were
they
just
just
have
talking
their
about it.
music up.
You have to.
People are on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
People,
Yeah.
the light, your windows are up,
Yep.
and so
It's late
you
at night.
know
Stereo's blasting.
stereos on. You may not hear them. A lot of times I don't even hear lights and sirens when I'm driving. Now I look in my rearview mirror, or I might think I hear something, and I'll look. But even when you're in that car, you have to step on them brakes and slow it
You
down.
got to. They always tell you slow
That's
through
what-
They always
So
say that.
that's gonna be the
Yeah.
issue,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because you have to, if that box in that car doesn't show
That's right.
that they
Tap the
attempted,
brakes, yeah.
then that's gonna be an issue.
Oh, and they're gonna be able to tell. 'Cause there's gonna be-
Yes,
Right,
with
right.
the-
The
with
back
the
of the
computer
car.
box.
Oh.
Because she's right. You gotta slow down. I mean, you
I
can't-
see them slowing down.
You slow down
usually.
just to see if anyone
Ambulances.
comes, because you want to get hit.
You have to, so, I mean, when I was in training, the one thing, one of my lieutenant, Alicia, she would always say, just because you lights and sirens, when you come through that light, when you start approaching that light, you better tap them brakes and slow it down so that you can slow. Because even though you can't just still be tunnel vision and looking forward, you gotta tap the brakes and look back and forth and then go. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, then accident. Now, I don't know, I wasn't there.
We know how.
And I'm
it is.
just telling you the procedure of how I was trained as a Detroit officer, so.
We Wayne County, we
Yeah,
got to do
it's-
that. You slow down through intersections.
You were sheriffs, right?
Yeah. Especially when you're going through,
You gotta
through a
slow,
red light.
you gotta tap them brakes and
You
you
go
gotta
through a red
look
light,
away.
you want to make sure nothing,
Because at the end of the day, I can get hit.
Right.
So even if I'm driving an ambulance, if I'm driving a police, if I got somebody,
All
it
emergency
doesn't matter.
vehicles, yeah.
If I get hit, then,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of times, we always go back to this when something like this has happened, they go back and they reiterate the training because just because we're in that mark unit, we have lights and sirens on, it doesn't make us infallible.
Right,
We
yeah.
have to make sure that we are looking as well.
You're
We have to
right.
do all of the necessary driver precautions.
That's what I said. One
You're
thing
right.
about that, I think, slow down.
Like what happened?
Gotta slow down.
In this case?
I had to go outside because I'm like, me and Cliff had our issues or whatever, but it's Cliff. You know, you like, everybody go up and down with Cliff every now and then.
Well, that's Cliff.
You
You
know,
know, everybody
that's
loves
Cliff.
Cliff, you know, one way or another.
With
and-
his flamboyant self.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. You see it coming a mile away with
Uh-huh.
the
You can hear him
Like,
sometimes too.
hey, Cliff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he has,
The last,
you know,
but the last time I saw him, he had that, I told him, I said, you got Pepto-Bismol on the day.
Oh, did
He
he?
had that
Oh,
pink, that pink,
That
he
blue
was all
one, or
pink.
pink?
oh,
was all
yeah,
pink.
yeah, he wore that pink, but that's the
He
one I
was
know.
pink from head to toe, baby.
With
I saw orange,
glasses
too.
with pink, everything is pink.
Glasses always mad.
His,
Yeah,
and then,
Always.
and his,
Even
his case, his
Clutch, yeah.
his clutch case, whatever men call it, that is.
I don't know, I don't care.
Always had it
Only
matching.
pink.
Yep, that matches.
And cause I told him, I said, so, I told him one day, I said, so every day you change all your stuff out.
He's meticulous
He's
like
very
that,
particular,
yeah.
yeah, yes, with his outfits, yeah.
He cared how he looked. And, you know, it's, you know, getting back to that issue with going through intersections with lights and stuff on.
Wow.
Don't some of the newer ambulances, or I don't even know if scout cars do, have that thing where they can change the signal on the lights in some areas?
I don't think.
I can't tell you
if they
that.
I
have
had
it-
heard that there was.
If they have it, I can almost assure you that Detroit doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm probably.
There gotta be a suburb somewhere. They don't-
There's usually
I can
a
almost
triangular thing up by the lights, and I think that's the
I can
receiving.
almost assure you Detroit
That's
doesn't have
scary because still a person think you got all of a sudden, light change green, right?
Yellow, you'll have green, it'll turn yellow to red.
Well, that's got, and real fast.
But yeah, the ambulance coming through is change the signal.
I ain't
But
know that.
even then, some people, the last time I looked up at the thing, it was green. I'm looking at my speedometer now, and I look back up and it's red, and I'm in the intersection.
Right.
You know,
You never think it's gonna change. You do it, just change green. So
it
why?
just changed to green.
I
Yeah,
don't like that at all. That wouldn't be good.
yeah.
It's not that important. I know you wanna get to certain point A to point B. You gotta like slow in an intersection. Make sure no one's coming. That's all. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I know it was late at night. They probably felt that, you know.
Well, there's probably less
But you know,
traffic on the
people-
road.
What a thing, like you said, at the Super Bowl party, some people stayed at people's houses and
Too
just leave
late.
it too late because of the fact they were trying to keep from, you know, being buzzed or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, those ones that I had, picked them up at
So
2:40 in
this
the
was like
morning.
in this morning?
Mhm.
3 hours of this morning?
It's like what time was it?
1:15 a.m.
1:15.
Oh, wow.
And he probably just left somewhere.
He probably did, maybe a friend's house or what have you, or whatever, and cruising home.
Yeah, Judge was holding it together because they were there to clean.
Yeah,
Judge Giles?
yeah.
Yeah, no, you could tell Judge Giles' demeanor's changed. I think probably Judge King told him,
Yeah.
And I told Judge, I said, I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't know when that case was called, that Wyatt Harris was taking over. I said, well, I sent it to Cliff. He's going, just send it to Wyatt, or not Wyatt, Wyatt.
Well, hey, check this out.
You
We
know?
got somebody up there.
Oh.
Hi, guys. Hey, I was just wondering if you still needed Stephen Lee? What?
No, we did Stephen Lee. His next court
Okay.
date is 6.
That's just so sad, it really is. I'm gonna miss him around here.
Yeah, young man too, young man. Young man.
Hey, Kitty, I'll just wait for the paperwork to come over, it's fine.
All right.
I got the date if you want to know.
I said it's May, did you hear the date? I said May 6th.
May
May
5th or 6th? 6th, okay. Okay,
At 11:15. I'll send over paperwork.
all right, thanks, have a good one.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
You're welcome.
That was the only one?
Get away.
I feel bad for your mom.
Oh, yeah, because he was close to his parents. He saw his mother. He used to go over there and
Whose
take.
mother?
Cliff, girl, he's always going down south.
His mom passed.
Oh,
Yeah. You didn't know that?
no.
No. Yeah, he was,
Well, she passed.
I want to
No.
say it was last year maybe.
And that's why he's been traveling a lot then.
Yeah, because he's been going to see his dad.
Yeah, so his dad's still living though, right?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
Is he all the time?
It seems like it, but no, I know he has a sister.
Yeah, it does seem like it.
No,
He's
he has a sister.
right?
He must be a baby.
I think he's a baby, I think so.
All right, maybe that's one. I know he was already talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They were
and I
going on
wanna say
trips and
was,
stuff.
I want to pass last year, cause he put something on Facebook.
Oh, and you know, I haven't been here, so.
Yeah, you gotta start coming.
No, I don't.
I'm just,
No.
we miss you, miss you, though.
I don't know.
Glad you don't care.
This is just.
See, your son, is he back to school?
Yeah, he went back to school and still started.
I thought they had closed it down again. Certain places they did that.
He goes to
Rhonda
a private.
Evans is the first
Oh,
one
okay,
to
that's,
post.
okay.
He goes to a private.
Which one is he there?
He goes to.
Washington. I tell you, that's right. Hanging out before work, especially on Sunday. I'm gonna go.
We got this one.
I ain't trying to be out there. It's too much going
Oh,
on.
no, we got.
I think I got a feeling those.
15, 130, 145 million.
Should have slowed down enough.
Counted, we had like.
Slow down. There's no reason.
Solid intent to murder.
You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of assault, bad assault and stuff.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Just got back to work. I couldn't wait to see him so we could talk, you know, because I saw one. And then it closed down. I was like, damn.
Oh my
I
God.
wanted to, you know, get a chance to talk to him. Yeah, he's doing, you know. Perfect, Paul. See what I'm saying?
Couples are home and they get on each other's
Man,
nerves.
you
and
can't take
I
life.
hope for divorce.
Okay, yeah. You never know, you know? Just never know. You would have never expected that.
I can't get the judge told a couple times ago, but just not on muted with me, because I didn't, sometimes when the button doesn't click to mute.
Right.
He started talking to me, my husband.
You didn't get a chance to hang out with him on the trip, man.
Rhonda Evans.
Who was this?
My husband.
Oh, your husband?
He's just chatty. Everybody I surround myself with is preaching.
Yeah.
He loves to hear himself talk. He
So
shouldn't
you're
be
working
talking.
out on mute and your husband's talking?
Yeah.
I know how that works, 'cause sometimes the panic doesn't work, you put it on.
That's what, and that's
the
the more, he's more cool, you know, colors.
I wanna say that was his profile pic for a long time. It's not still the same one.
Really? Oh, that's cool, too. That's it. That's
You wanna mute yourself, and I thought I had, because I was talking about these stupid computers. It doesn't work.
Yep, it is still his profile pic.
Here you go.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Okay, I tried to call Liz.
No. She already knows, obviously.
Well, no, I was calling. um,
Rima.
Rima. But she didn't know what I was talking about. She didn't know what I was talking about, so. I told her, well, if you want to come in, then that's fine too. I don't
Lucky you.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, you know, there was a.
Yeah, I really feel bad. I had no clue.
I think word is out
I had no clue. You know, I just knew a little bit of hanging out, a little bit around, you know, but.
Hey, Kitty, do we know where that accident was then? This is Officer Zimmerman.
Well, no, there was an off-duty officer that got hurt.
This one was Livernois in West Chicago.
Okay, that's not, well, that.
The other one's off duty, these guys on duty.
Well,
Yeah, these were on duty. The other
yeah,
one was
ours,
off duty.
yeah, there was
There's
a,
another one?
on Facebook, there was an officer off duty that got, in a serious accident.
Yeah, yeah,
know,
that
but
was
then-
Bruno. I think his name was Bruno.
Okay, that was the
I
officer?
think I know him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know if it was one and the same, so it's not.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
two
because
different,
one-
the other one
Oh,
happened on 7
Different
miles.
cases. One was
Yeah,
on
they're two
duty and
different
not,
Yeah,
This is why, it was wild last night, I guess.
well, it's Super Bowl, but,
Yeah.
it was Wilder and Tampa.
well,
It wasn't that wild here. I mean, I don't know,
Man, that game sucked.
It sure did.
it did.
No, I'm a Tom Brady girl.
That's,
It sucked because
girl.
Well, I'm a Tom Brady.
they
fan.
always, every time I turn around, all those doggone penalties and stuff.
They
That
call,
was ridiculous. They kept, those referees were doing way too doggone much.
they were early in the game when they took
You already knew.
too many bad calls, too soft. I mean, this is football.
You had a female there.
Yeah, but the problem
She
is,
didn't
but
make any
most of
bad
She didn't make
calls.
any calls?
yeah,
She made some, but she didn't make no bad calls.
there was only one that I saw that didn't need to be called, but
Two, I saw.
yeah, but I think overall, they played a little bit.
Even it got to a point where that the guys who speaking on it, the pro announcers,
Right.
they even said it. Come on.
Yeah, he called them out.
He called them off, said that was just crazy. Come on, it's,
Well,
that's, I mean, it's one thing, they had the better team at the time, believe it or not, because we were missing, Kansas City was missing two, left tackle and right tackle, which hurt. They had both of them when they played them before and beat Tampa Bay early in the season. Without those guys, that defense that Tampa has was just,
Yeah.
but the referees usually are the ones that really mandate a lot of times in the games. when you think
439
about
to
it.
Giles Carter.
But,
Hey, Carrie, this was
it's just
Hey,
too
look
bad.
at Hello.
They were getting some bad calls.
but the thing is this, even in basketball, refs they make some bad calls. You talk about
Okay,
Hands
let's
off a
play.
little bit. Let's play a little bit. Unless it's something where someone's getting hurt.
Right.
It wasn't that kind of game. It was playing.
All right, I'm
They
sorry.
got,
You
home
said
quite a few
200
times, so
what?
when they sacked him, it's like, ooh, that looks brutal, don't do that, so don't do it. It looks even
He
worse.
was throwing passes from.
Oh, I know.
Which, I didn't
Well,
remember
those
his
guys
name.
weren't catching either though.
That's the truth. They
I
get
just
down
need a
here.
copy of the complaint.
Yeah, these guys were not, I mean, I don't know what happened. Besides the penalties though, some of them were,
I should have it, but I'm not sure.
like, they didn't need to call them, but they did, but they were.
But I should have it,
When you,
because I believe it was a duplicate, but then I
When you
think I
change the
found
game
the
around.
file. But it is up here.
That's the game. At the third, fourth down, one of them, third down. And that, if you stop them there, now you can call back, even though you don't know what you were doing.
Tyrone, I need a favor.
You need a favor?
Can you pull out July, which is, yeah,
Okay, what do you need? Which one?
it's July 19th, anywhere?
I got it right here. Yeah, pull it all out?
Yeah, the whole.
Well,
Damn.
it's a lot. Wait. Is Carmen in there?
We're gonna miss Cliff.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, that was, it's fun, cool.
It's just always.
But here's the thing, I mean, the fun was too. I mean, good Lord, everybody. And all the other teams say, no, he's not.
It's just that here. Time is that.
And
Okay,
I was
maybe.
on party here, party.
It seems like he's been around for a long time.
It's not that old.
Most.
When I worked at Forfeiture, he was always there.
Yeah, it's just that.
This is
I was
there.
looking forward to
So
seeing.
he's probably my age, probably.
Because he
It's on Zoom.
looked like,
Put this back.
what's that guy,
And that's what I saw. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah,
back.
King.
Don King. Yeah, he reminds me of Don King.
With the hair.
With the hair.
Who might you done?
But he's not that old.
Judge Harold?
No, oh, no.
He doesn't look like.
We're talking about, who, Ted
I'm
Perkins?
sorry, wait a minute. If we don't work together, we don't ever go under the bus like that. Yeah, we gonna be fine.
No.
I don't think the judge heard it anyway, you know, it's all good.
But no, I'm talking about, yeah, he look like Don King right here.
Just the hair.
That's my.
Well, I thought he was older, but she said, he's
Do
probably
we
my
have
age.
Clark come?
He's not that old.
No,
He's just
probably.
looking, yeah.
But I mean, that
No,
worked.
we don't
with the
have,
Forfeiture. Oh, well.
Morris Clark, I'm gonna go out in the hallway and talk for him, but I don't believe that he can.
Okay, the attorney's on Zoom.
Oh, yeah. It's, Cross, yeah. thank Clark Kate, because I told the officer out there to let me know. The security guy out there, I said, when he comes in, let me know, so I know. Clark, is he locked up somewhere?
I don't know where he's at. The attorney doesn't even know.
How you doing?
I'm fine, how are you? LaDonna, hello. LaDonna, you gotta go through all them files and look.
Oh, here?
I just-
You know you ain't right.
I should have waited till she started going through it. That would have been me. Right,
So mean.
LaDonna?
That would have been me.
Right.
You do not have Lawrence Clark, but you do have Carl Hudson and Brent McWilliams.
Okay, well,
But
we'll call
I-
Clark for the case.
You want to do Clark for the paper?
Yeah. And we have who out there?
You have
Williams.
Brent McWilliams and Carl Hudson, but I haven't seen any attorneys for them. You just had a defendant.
Oh, who's the attorney?
Wyatt here, son, with Williams, and
Yeah,
Oh, that's why.
Arabella.
Okay, they got 10 minutes. What's wrong?
I just want to copy.
Oh. Come on, Donna. You know how to work it. You got the same printer down there. All right, we ready on Clark?
Ready.
Calling case number 2061015, the people of the state of Michigan versus Lawrence Clark. Defendant is charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. This matter is scheduled for examination. Defendant has failed to appear.
Good morning, Your Honors. Prosecutor Wayne Moody.
Your Honor, may it please the court, Wayne Frost representing Mr. Clark. Today is date and time set for an in-person exam, Judge. I would normally be there. Unfortunately, discovery was supposed to be sent to me, but the People's server was down all last week and I never received discovery. So we could not do the exam. However, Judge, I would like to put on the record, the number that I did have for Mr. Clark, I tried calling him to give him today's date, and the number is no longer valid. So he would not even known about today's date. I'm asking for an adjournment in order to get an investigator, in order to find him, let him know about the next court date, Judge.
All Mr. Clark had to do is go online, 36th District Court, and he would know when his court date is. He know he has his case. He just chose to ignore it. Ocavia shall enter. Any bond previously submitted shall be forfeited. New bond set at 30,000 cash.
Thank you, Judge.
Fine, we can bring him in.
You got your people here, Ronald? I'm not sure. What time is this one at? 11:30. I'm checking. he left again?
What?
I say he left again.
Yeah, I think he got a call.
I can't believe that, you know? Still kind of unbelievable, I mean, it's just.
And tell just call me, he just found out. And tell the clerk.
Yeah.
So Cliff called me, he texted me last week.
Well, good.
He texted me on Friday. He asked if he was like, yo, would you mind screening a bond reduction for text it to me, please and thank you. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm on vacation. And he was like, I figured he asked Tammy to do it. He was like, do it.
He was traveling a lot, because I asked him, you know, I was asking the judge about him. I said, what's been happening with that Cliff? He said he's doing all kind of traveling. And then last 2 weeks ago, I saw him up on I said, oh, he's back, all right. Oh, man. Couldn't wait to see him. I wanted to talk to him about something. He's always a happy guy, you know? And nothing bothered him really. Nothing really. I should take this paperwork down. Oh, the last time I talked to you, you were doing the meal at your house, right? Doing some, you were the ones that had to do something with your friends, remember you?
Oh, we did a date night. You talking about our
Yeah,
date
right,
night.
how did that go?
It went good. We had movie night.
Right, that's what me and my wife's friend, her husband, we used to do that a lot with another couple.
So we got wings from Captain Jay's. We got pizza from Jed's. And then I got
My
some,
two favorite places.
then I got some subs from Walmart. Have you ever had their subs from the deli?
No, they're good.
They're really good.
Really?
So,
I'm gonna try
so I
it.
got some of them, and then we had chips, popcorn. I had a whole concession stand, like, you know how.
Just like the movies, I mean,
Yeah.
the drive, when it
So I
drives,
had
really like a
popcorn. We
drive.
have these other popcorns that are shaped in carrots.
Carrots, those, yeah.
Caramel corn, different.
For the new drive-in?
No,
At our house.
we had a movie date night at our house with a couple of the couples. Yeah, we had fun. So the movies we did was, Spell and Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim.
I didn't like Queen and Slim.
Me, I didn't like the ending. It was
Yeah, I
kinda-
didn't like that.
I didn't like that ending either. That was kind of tight. Just the way that, it was okay, like you said.
It was not a movie that I would watch again.
Yeah, right. Nothing like that. Huh?
I rate movies that I like.
That you watch
If I'm
again.
gonna watch them again.
Yeah. What about Spell? Did you see Spell?
I didn't see Spell.
That's what who in that? Who's in that? I think I might have seen who's in that.
What's his name? Omari.
I'm gonna hand off draw that.
I heard the name, I'm just trying to remember if I see.
I'll put it in. Not the guy I think.
What movies he play?
He played in Power. You ever see Power? He was Ghost.
I know because,
Oh,
I talked to, the chief.
but Spell was, I see it, yeah. I like him, he's a good actor. I
It's
think
like
he did.
it's like a movie down.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, it was really.
it's in New Orleans, huh?
That was deep, y'all said that. See, y'all supposed to hit the beach, that.
Hmm?
The New Orleans beach, y'all supposed to have the beach.
Oh.
Look at a movie like that. Yeah, everybody come through.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't no happy movie like that.
No, I do. It was, that was great. I'm gonna check that into that. It's good. Well, did you like the movie though?
Well, we had already seen the movies. So
But did you like
picked
it?
them out for them because they
You
hadn't
know,
seen them.
when I watch, but you have to follow it. And this is, Amazon, Prime,
Mhm.
One Night in Miami.
I saw that. I
Oh,
like
we
that.
just watched that.
I did, I really enjoyed that.
I did too.
I had to follow, but now that one I do.
Like, I didn't know all them were friends like that.
No.
They-
I
oh,
mean,
yeah,
I
they
knew
knew each
Muhammad
other.
Ali and Malcolm X were, but I didn't know the.
They all,
Jim
yeah.
And Sam Cook.
They damn
Sam
cool.
Cooke and Jim Brown.
Yeah, they all knew each other. They were,
Yeah.
they were at the top of their game, all of them.
Well, yeah, I did like the movie. The only thing is we watched it late and it's kind of slow to me.
Yeah, it's a slow drag.
So, yeah.
And you fall asleep.
Well, we didn't fall asleep. It was just moving like slow where we could have.
But I think they all did a pretty good, decent job too. My man you could see, the one who played Ali, you could see that's how Ali had that flamboyance. Oh yeah, I liked it. The guy who played in Hamilton, he was Sam Cooke. You can see his butt off. They got to see it.
Yeah.
Did you see My Rainey?
See what?
My Rainey? It's on, it's a Netflix.
That's on Netflix?
And it's with, Chadwick Boseman and,
That's my guy. I'm gonna check that out there.
what's her name? She played in How You Get Away with Murder.
Oh,
Viola?
Viola, yeah. Mhm.
You liked it?
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out then.
Yeah,
I like Boseman. That's my
pretty
job. I like her too.
decent.
Chadwick Boseman. He's with before his time. 22, James Brown. All right. What about attorneys? I'd like to check in.
Oh, what about Denzel's movie? Have you seen that one? Little Things.
I haven't.
What's it called? Little Things.
Little Things.
But I have kind of.
That looked like a good suspense movie.
Yeah, it does. It looks
I
like
heard
it's really
mixed
good.
reviews on that.
I did too. I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
You saw it?
You saw it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't tell me. I don't want to tell.
Yeah. Who was the other actor in there, or actress? The actor or actress?
It's
Another
pretty big.
was with I know, it was that white guy, is it the prisoner guy?
Who was the
The
big?
long hair, did he have long hair, the actor? He did?
No, with
Yeah.
and Denzel.
You saw it,
You
yeah.
seen it?
No, the guy you're talking about, he's an actor, musician.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know his
He's in
name.
it. And the other guy, who
What
is,
part did he play?
plays the bad guy.
Bad guy.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
right. Okay,
That was
yeah,
really
that's
good. I saw
the
that
bad
trailer.
guy.
It looked- I mean, Denzel looked, and this guy looked like they got
And the other
something.
guy, what's his name, Raimi? He was in, some robot,
iRobot?
not iRobot, no, it was a series.
Oh. So did you see it, the movie? Oh, you just saw parts of it like everyone else. You didn't get a chance to see One Night in Miami, did you? I told you about that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is slow. It's slow. But
Yeah, I would say watch it on an afternoon or something. It is a good movie though.
I got into the different parts and listening to how they all had their moments. It's fictional that they were, but it's still kind of cool. Sam Cooke, if you've seen the documentary, he was like set up. He got killed. Yeah, man. It's rough. Hey, Moody.
Yeah.
You know, you see that Kelvin Johnson got in the Hall of Fame his first time out.
Who did?
Kelvin Johnson.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, Kelvin Johnson. He got in first time.
Wow,
Yeah, that's it. That's awesome.
pretty darn good.
And then he said something in the news that he feel like the Lions and them, they probably can't patch up their ways. Hey, Judge. Judge, the 11:30 and 11:45 defendants are here, but not their attorneys. They were. And they've been here.
Did you do it online? You have to do it online.
So, tell me, any other good movies you see? Anything else?
You know, I like stuff that other people don't like, so, I mean, I like a movie that is. What's the other movie I watched?
I like just like everything too. I'm not. I'm really like suspense. Yeah.
Now, this movie, I haven't seen that, I think I'll check it out. It's called Blitz.
Blitz.
Blitz, and it's with, it's with, what was this guy that I didn't know about? Oh, 10,000. It's the old Wilson. And, from
Yeah, somehow.
Who we waiting on now?
Yeah, I mean, you got someone on Zoom.
Huh?
You have someone on Zoom.
McWilliams. What happened to McWilliams? He's out there. but
They're
he's
out there, it's
good.
attorney study.
No, attorney.
Mr. Harris,
Oh,
you want to call him?
who's this one?
I think it's Wyatt.
I like Barney here, but I like it.
Mm, okay. You get very few movies on time. That's good. It takes long for it to go through.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find characters, people, movie stars that are not real known come out with decent stuff. Have you seen any movies with Washington Son?
No.
Because he played in the Black Klansman and he played in another one recently. Tenet.
No, I saw that. When I was on, I looked at the preview. And I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
It's a little different. Way out here a little bit. But he can act. It's just that I want to see what his role is not so bright.
I did see. But I. Is Mr. McWilliams here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's up.
He's in the hallway.
Which one is this?
With the attorney? I think it's here.
Which case is the, Mr. McWilliams?
Yeah, Gary Cassell.
Judge, Mr. Harris said
Oh,
he's
I
on
see,
his
right,
Zoom
I
right
see,
now.
I'm not. See, my head is foggy. Too much. Okay, that's why Harris is.
What about our 11:45? Is our 11:45 here?
Yeah, he's here too.
Independent.
Charles independent, but not,
The attorney's not here.
Arabella, Arabella.
12:33. 1:30 was adjourned.
We didn't do great, Jeremy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had Jeremy, yeah, only because that. That's a 3 triple bagger. So we have 2 in the afternoon, and both the inmates are downstairs.
Tyrone Jones is a hurting part.
Hmm? Yeah,
Tyrone
yeah.
Jones is a hurting part.
So you heard that already, a little bit of that already.
So where did Shanetta go? Does anybody know?
Who?
Shanetta Frankfurt?
She's in with Judge Jones.
Yeah, it does. Sinus can get as much.
Every time I put it on, I'm like, and then I have 2 on this side.
Oh, yeah, it does me. And sometimes it makes me cough because I'm keep it on, keep you from breathing enough air like you want. I can see clearly.
Oh, you still waiting on a doctor?
I wasn't rushing, but yeah. Oh, my God.
Walking Street? What, Fulton? Fulton? Fulton.
We did it often already. I think it was a waiver. Yeah, I think it was a waiver.
Right.
Yeah, waiver. Cause he got this glove. This one's thick, it's not, I got, and plus I got a filter in it, so. It's explode. Thank you. Oh. This is all information. No PC. Huh? Oh. Which whatever, he's on Zoom, Arabella.
Oh, he did already. Huh?
He's on Zoom with Arabella.
Who?
Attorney Arabella. That's him. That's his case. It's 4:45 or 11:45.
11:45?
Yeah.
Where's my files?
Yeah, everybody.
It's got two of those. Because I let my son have sugar today. He has sugar today, and I put on the calendar he can have sugar on Friday too. 2 times in 1 week now. Friday they have a Valentine's party, so I said he can participate. And today they had spirit wear. They dressed up like little characters. And so they have, the teacher has a little treats for them. So I told her that he was able to participate.
What did you dress up as?
Mario Kart.
Oh, man, I was noticed. You took a picture of him?
No.
Oh, God, you should.
I'm past that stage. But he was excited that he was gonna be able to eat some donuts today.
I know he was wrong. Yours now.
Yeah, bring him in. Talking about Hudson. Good morning, counselor.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, thank you. I said, good.
Yes. No, we're doing them today. All right. Is that Mr. Hudson?
Yes, he is.
I don't know.
I thought it was. But I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Counselor, why are you on Zoom and you're not here?
My client is not there. Okay, I did speak with him.
Oh. No, your client is here. Why are you on Zoom and not here?
Because I already told Judge Giles last time that I'm immunocompromised and not yet vaccinated, and as a result, I cannot appear in person. And Judge Giles said that he will appear in person. You may appear by Zoom.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
You ready, Moody?
Let me run out the hallway just for a moment. I'll be right there, okay? We'll check here.
Oh, you don't need this, right?
No, that's the one without.
Right, but he,
Well,
Moody
you know, I
gave
keep
you
it up
one,
there
right?
for, I keep it up there for those guys. The attorneys, but no, yeah, that's good.
You ready? Yep. Calling case number 20-58440, the people of the state of Michigan versus Carl Hudson. Defendant number 1 is charged with count 1, robbery unarmed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honors. This is Prosecutor Woody for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Adele Haradwala appearing by Zoom. I waive my appearance in the courtroom. I'm appearing on behalf of Carl Hudson, co-defendant number 1. We are ready to proceed with the exam.
Say your name, please. Carl Hudson. Thank you. Judge, at this time, the people are not prepared to go forward. For the record, just indicating as to what we're trying to do here. I did call the complaining witness of this matter, Mr. Deontay Wardlow, W-A-R-D-L-O-W, on the 5th of February, advising him of this exam date, speaking with him. I also emailed the subpoena to him as he gave me his, address. And he has, I've called his name out in the hallway. He is not here. My officer Sharp is not here either.
Counsel? Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, if I may, I'm making a motion to dismiss this matter. I'm sorry, Judge, but both you and the prosecutor were breaking up a little bit, and so I had a little hard time. So I apologize for. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Everybody stay safe, please, and get vaccinated as soon as you can. Thank you, Your Honor. Am I all set?
Yes, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell him to wait for his paper.
I did. Here.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Harris, you can bring in Mr. McWilliams.
Okay, cool.
Double check on that one too.
Let's see right here. Take your coat off, please. Take your coat off.
Hey, Mr. Harris,
Oh,
you ready on Williams?
yes, I am. Yes.
Calling case number 2057993, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brent McWilliams. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honors. Prosecutor Ronald, people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wyatt Harris, P54891, on behalf of Mr. McWilliams.
Williams, state your name, please.
Brent McWilliams.
All right, you ready to proceed?
Judge, at this time, the people are not prepared to go forward. We do not have our witnesses here. For the record, my notes indicate in the file that December 17th, 2020, subpoenas were emailed to the witnesses, the officers, and 5/14/21, Friday. APA did send out reminders so that you can email to the officer in charge and the police officers that are here this morning. So we cannot. I did check the name in the hallway, yelled at something.
Mr. Harris?
Make a motion to dismiss this matter, Your Honor.
All right, matter is dismissed.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Mr.
Right.
Yeah. What's your question?
About my firearm, I was registered CPL voter, I just didn't have my license on me. Is there any way I get my gun back?
Yeah. That, we'll give you a dismissal paper, you take that down there, ask them, return it.
Thank you. Bring this first one. You step outside, wait, always ready to dismiss. Okay, thank you.
Our next one's at 12:30.
Well,
no, we're-
totally waived.
1:30.
12:30 waived, 1:30 got adjourned.
Oh, yeah.
We did?
Yes, we got 3 o'clock.
That was the one with the 3
That's
defendants.
APA Bill Morris on that.
439.
And then, Matt Makepeace is on 358. That's what I record.
We don't have any hearing at 3 o'clock?
Here? Yeah, he's on 233, I think. Or 233.
Keith survey, or survey.
Okay. No.
Never hurt your ears? He's laughing.
Okay, you have until your court date, when is that? Okay, that's the time you have. Okay, sorry. You still have to appear on that day, that's your court date. That's your probable cause. Adjourn court date. No one will be provided. I don't know. No, we don't know until the day of.
No.
So our next case, we done for the morning?
Was it a wrap? It was not till 3, right?
Yeah, 3 o'clock. The Harding Park.